The weekend due to minor injuries. The former is fit to start this evening and will be flanked by Koki Saito and Yang Min Hyuk. The latter not in the matchday squad as Paul Smith drops to the bench. Over 90 minutes. Queen's Park Rangers to get us underway. Middlesbrough looking for back-to-back home
games, and once you get into those Easter fixtures, they come back so quick and fast again that you can just find yourself where you've kicked on.
Well, it was a searching ball just ahead of Iheanacho. Bergzorg kept it alive. Might it fall favourably for Hackney? Just around the post it goes, and the deflection was an important one.
Great build-up play from Borough. Finn Azaz dropping deep to start the play out to Conway, who gets down the left-hand side, and he puts it.
Here comes Samuel Illing Jr. Lost out by the corner flag, and the chance here if he can't get away. Still nobody's ball for certain. And Jimmy Dunn throwing himself into the challenge, and this time coming away with it. Now Hackney, cries of shoots. Didn't heed them this time. Illing Jr., he did! And misses the target. Middlesbrough bringing all the pressure in these opening stages. And it's Samuel Illing Jr. who fires wide.
Yeah, they've worked it.
Trouble was, he didn't have many options. Here's Saito. Might have got away from Morris there. Saito. Now Queen's Park Rangers. Cross has come towards Frey. It was slightly too high for him. Following in was... And he's in behind Illing Jr. And he's fed it across as well. There were bodies there, and there might be more. And flashed over it is by Morgan. Well, he saw the opportunity. Maybe saw the lights as well. Martisa Fuentes has seen his side grow into this game. And that one was always rising.
Simple.
Saito up against Bergzorg now. Looking for a way through, and Chair might find it here. Took the deflection. Goalkeeper couldn't get there the first time. And in the end, Mark Travis, Hayden Hackney came away with it. And he's played a good ball here. It's Azaz towards Conway! And Middlesbrough have the lead. Tommy Conway with the goal. An 11th for the season for him. And Middlesbrough, well, they put the pressure on in the early stages. And in a bid to keep their playoff hopes alive, they've hit the front foot first.
Yeah, really good play. Hackney in the middle of the park, that's such a big tackle to win, but didn't get up and have the
back, but it was too long in coming. And here come Middlesbrough again now. Illing Jr.'s traversed a good 30 yards, and his last pass was just lacking in that touch of accuracy.
Yeah.
Gets next. That's for Middlesbrough, and if they are to continue this tilt towards the top six, they'll know that big games come in the form of a trick. All the while, Kelechi Iheanacho looking to poach, and he put pressure on Paul Nardi in goal there. Iheanacho and Dyke still trying to orchestrate play from the back there, but the pass from Hayden Hackney was... Arno Bergzorg trying to cut it back towards Hackney. Illing Jr. is there, this chance is not over. And he put it in. And there's a tall and rangy Queen's Park Rangers side. Here is Saito.
Allowed him to just pounce on him, you felt he was going to lose it.
Now then, chance to get into the final third once more, and while it was never truly connected with that one by...
Options, it's Frey on his own, he has to go back with cycling, and you can see the possession stats, QPR had so much of it, but it's all back in the air.
Here's Saito. Trying to free himself here. Yeah, might get on this. Body's in the middle. Keeping it on the fringes for now. Parl's ball in. Dunn was up there. And hacked away it was by Neto Borges. And the stand-in defender, doing the job he's been told to do, is over from left back to take this. In swinger, goalkeeper staying put. And if it affected him, it didn't show. Here's Parl. And Saito. Trying to get away from Conway. Still on his feet here, Jimmy Dunn. And tempted to go for goal as well, and it wasn't a clean hold from his countryman. But he never really got the power behind that he might have needed to trouble Mark Travis.
They did well.
Now the same for Dyke still with Koki Saito. Is that a trip on comes Azaz. Danger here for Queen's Park Rangers. Then Azaz staying on his feet. Now Conway. Cries of shoots here. In there. Oh, it's come free here. Now Azaz. Conway, defenders not given a moment's peace here. Finn Azaz! didn't quite get the bend he needed. Went to try and hook it far post, and just couldn't bring it back in with the revolutions on target.
But it's better play. Conway receives it.
Illing for the shots. Didn't have a clear look at goal. Oh, Illing Jr. He's latched onto it. And now for Bergzorg. And not on target. And he knows it was an opportunity to do better.
It's a great chance. It really is. Balls pull back to him with pace. I think it's Cook who reacts and tries to get out, but he's got to hit the target. Everyone like that between now and the end of the season and get themselves all the way in playoff contention. And it is definitely possible, especially if they get players back.
Driving the run. Let's set up a bit of space here for Conway. Now Hackney going for goal and forcing a good stretch save out of Nardi. Pulling the strings from outside the box. And Queen's Park Rangers, well, under something of an onslaught.
Great strike. Excellent.
Kelechi Iheanacho. He's got Bergzorg to his right. It's Conway to his left. Going for his second and was nearly there. It's a corner.
It's wonderful defending from Cook. Stays on his feet, gets up, gets the block in. Really good play from Bora. Iheanacho.
Ahead of Jimmy done that. And this is Yang. Might be space opening up here. And he's in here, Paul! And he's put it wide. And that was the opportunity. Kenneth Paul, forward from left back. He found himself square in front of the goal. And Martí Cifuentes must be wondering how his side aren't level.
The backs, they drew them across, drew them out of position. Probably Housing gets caught tracking the man too much, and they find the pass into Paul, who's on.
Now here comes Sato. Flag is going to deny him the opportunity to run. And Anthony Dyke-Steele. It's been that kind of half. Middlesbrough trying to find space right at the end of the half, and Samuel Illing Jr. And that could have been Queen's Park Rangers 0. The taken. All present and correct at the start of the second. Unable to build on it though, and there have been ample opportunities to do so.
When it's a tactical change, the manager's looking for something for it. I know the manager's always looking for subs to make an impact, but if you're coming after 45 minutes...
Everybody seems to be queuing up for those in red. It's Hackney now, driving, searching with the ball, and it could have gone anywhere. And it's going to be a corner kick.
Good play from Hackney. As he receives, he just sees a little bit of space and drives into it. As soon as you get into the box, it makes...
There's Ronnie Edwards. And Kenneth Paul, who had that massive chance towards the end of the first half when he was playing. Might that hurt Queen's Park Rangers as Zaz has got it out to Bergzorg, who was looking to play in Conway and Iheanacho. And Middlesbrough will have to make do with another corner. And Hackney was tight to the touchline in his battle with Sato, and he thought he joined him from his last job in Sweden with Hammarby. This is for a side who are now spending their 10th season at championship level. Middlesbrough their 8th. Parts that Martí Cifuentes will have wanted to this second half. That certainly was not one. That's a good hook ball by Frey though. And Hackney found the gap here. And now to Iheanacho. Edwards in with...
Owen engage and keep you under pressure.
Iheanacho going for goal. There were shouts of handball out to Illing Jr. And Conway was so close to turning it home. Well, it was almost the same position from which he converted in the first half. Anthony Dyke-Steele. And he beats Sato, and he's into the area here. Dyke-Steele! And it's 2! And he was keen to play Queen's Park Rangers all by himself. Fine solo effort. And it might just now be a return to winning ways for Middlesbrough. Anthony Dyke-Steele with the goal. And with the hour almost upon us. Well, around about 24 hours time and change. Now a rare spot of defending to do for those in red. And look at Neto Borges. He's so ready for this. It's going to be Paul to take it. Bent in towards Frey. Oh, and Cook rose for the header. Either side of the goalkeeper. Maybe that's a route back into the game.
It's a lofty cross in though, the corner, there's not much pace in it. So
Daddy done it too long and allowed Sato to get a play on the ball, as he then did with Bergzorg. Here's Hackney.
Feel like you're not getting any joy whatsoever.
Almost made its way all the way through to Bergzorg, who's not given up on this ball yet. Kept in, and it is by Smith. Looking for Frey in the middle. Well, he got something on it, and not enough to divert it towards goal or even inside the angle of the corner flag. And it sums. Could there be a third goal in this for Borough? Iheanacho, could be him. Needed to move it either side of the goalkeeper. An easy pick for Nardi.
Really tame effort for me, actually.
Wycombe midfielder. Still some full-body tackles going in. Punches have not been pulled. And Sato has been in the middle of a lot of them.
But I think that's where Middlesbrough have been excellent.
Anderson again. Trying to find a route past the likes of Morris and Dijksteel. Rangers now. Done involved again. And the cross was ballooned when it needed to be accurate. Smith is still battling away. Forward by Ronnie Edwards. It was a good pass to Sato and even better control. Anderson dragging Howson away from Misselberth. Sato now. Flag had gone up. And that puts paid to a burgeoning Queen's Park Rangers attack, which we're starting to see a little bit more of.
Probably the best little bit of play they've had for a while.
And a comfortable win for Dijksteel in the air. Parl holding this one up, looking for the knock. Iheanacho set up on before he can clear. Touch was good by Morris, and got the touch he needed just to ease the pressure on Middlesbrough. Starting to see a bit more of Queen's Park Rangers. It made the challenge a whole lot more difficult for Queen's Park Rangers just before the hour. Free kick. Well, the injury troubles won't stop now, but a return to form could be theirs unless Sato can conjure up something here. Oh, he's not shied away from a tackle this evening. Brings some flair, doesn't he? And goalkeeper staying where he is. Deep one as well. Body's in there, and they've got one back. Rangers are back in this. It's Steve Cook with the goal. And with over 10 minutes of this game to play, plus added time, well, the 400 travelling supporters up from Shepherd's Bush might just be going home with something.
Yeah, don't know what